everyone, welcome to Bickering Book Reviews. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Becky.
And today we're talking about Girls of July by Alex Flinn. I got this from Edelweiss.
I believe I did too.
Okay, so this is basically about, it's the summertime, and a couple of people are just having trouble with their lives. So Britta is trying to get away from her mom's creepy boyfriend. Meredith is super overwhelmed by needing to be the best so that she can get into the Ivy Leagues. Britta finds a rental posting in the Adirondacks, and it's completely devoid of like text and communications and all of that. It's very rural. Anyway, so she and Britta and Meredith go to this rental, and along the way, oh my gosh, Kate, who is a Georgia debutante whose father is going through a criminal investigation, is also trying to get away from it all, get away from the media. So of course she would go to the middle of nowhere. So those three are renting out a house from Spider and her grandmother, who is, is it Ruth? Ruthie? It's Ruthie.
Was it Ruthie?
I'm pretty sure it was Ruthie.
Could be.
Anyway, so they're going to Spider's summer home and renting out the extra rooms. Spider has her own challenges that you kind of learn as the book progresses. And Ruthie, while she seems like this very kind of tame grandmother, she actually kind of opens everybody's eyes up to kind of what your life could be, and not accepting what everybody else is putting on you. And so while they're really kind of working to get to know each other, working to get to know themselves, Meredith kind of has a fling. Kate she befriends a young boy and starts babysitting him. And Spider has decided that she wants to climb, I don't even know, I didn't understand like what they were, but fire towers. She wants to climb, like she wants to do these hikes, right?
So fire tower, if I remember correctly, they're like because they're in the Adirondack Mountains. They're literally like these really high towers that I think they might still go up and look on to see if there's fires, because the forest is so dense, the woods are so dense you can't see them.
Okay, so I'm so ridiculous that I thought that you were building fires on the tower.
I think that's what they are.
No, I think you're probably right. That actually makes more sense than what I thought they were. And Britta's just kind of following Spider along because Spider's prickly, and Britta has this need to like.
Britta was a character that was there just to be there. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay, so I mean that's what this book's about. So there we are.
So I wanted to like this book. I did not. Well, it's not that I was not a fan. I think I rated it a certain way on Goodreads, and I think just because it's Alex Flinn, and I feel like I have to because it's Alex Flinn, but none of the characters are particularly well developed. And I'm sorry, but particularly Britta annoyed me because I feel like Britta was just there to basically, was she Cuban? Was that her family was Cuban?
Yeah, I think.
So she added basically almost like kind of added a minority to the mix, but she didn't do anything. Literally, there's a whole section where she's just sitting in bed.
But yes, all of that is true. And I'm trying to figure out like where I am with this book, because I feel like there were some really kind of great things happening, but I don't think there were enough of them to make it a great book. Like I liked the Kate storyline with Race Car, the little boy, like, and kind of the idea of asking for help and not wanting to feel like a charity case. Like I thought that was like a very interesting kind of exploration. I think Spider's issues was something that I've never seen before. I don't think it was particularly well done in this case, but I think that
that's the problem.
I think that it was a good seed of an idea.
Nothing felt completely developed. It felt like she had all of these ideas for books, and she's like, I want to write about a girl experiencing this, and a girl experiencing this, and a girl experiencing this, and then so she just smushed it all together. And this book is long, and nothing feels completely resolved, and then the resolution that you do get at the end is just so rushed.
Yeah, I think the reason is because it's an adult book. I think that it was forced to be teen, and it's not. This would have worked better had you had middle-aged women who maybe were friends when they were teens. They come back to this summer home and reflect back on what happened, but like actually this book would have worked better as flashbacks, not as an actual book.
So I think even beyond that, I feel like I've actually read this book where it's all of these women, late 20s, early 30s, maybe even up to 40s. I feel like I read an Elizabeth Berg book that's almost this exact thing. If they all, for reasons in their lives, ended up at this cabin in the mountains and then had these exact same experiences, it would have worked better. It would have been more resolved. And I feel like, and I don't want to give, one part that bugged me, I don't want to go into because I feel like it gives away a big spoiler, but I feel like the grandmother's storyline should have been one of the teen storylines, but it was almost like she didn't want to do that. Like that wouldn't work.
So it was interesting as the grandmother storyline. I just don't know if it was handled as well as it could have been. You know what I mean? Like I felt
like it was just thrown in there to throw it in there. Because
like the thing is, I wonder, and I'm sure something similar probably did happen back in the day, and
it did.
It would have been interesting to kind of explore that storyline, but with her only on the page her only in the book every few pages, you can't devote the kind of time that she deserved.
And then maybe that would have been it too if it was just one of these girls' storylines, because this book is gotta be, it's like over 400 pages long, and I don't know these characters. I don't care about these characters.
Yeah, I don't know the characters either.
And I'm sorry, Meredith's final resolution, what happened there, I was like, really? This is how we're doing it?
That was interesting.
And I will point out, like, I really am trying to be open-minded because I did read this book while I was suffering from food poisoning. And so I was like, maybe that was tainting it. But the more I look back and think about it, I'm like, no.
I mean, yeah, it certainly doesn't live up to all of the other Alex Flinn books that I've read. It wasn't, like, I only slightly struggled to read it.
So, and like I literally made myself sit and read it because I couldn't do anything else. But I feel like compared to other contemporary realistic fiction books that are being released now, this just isn't on the same level.
Yeah, it's not like, it wouldn't be something that I'd want to take with me to the beach.
No.
And there are certain books that, like, are more kind of hard than that, but, like, this isn't even, like, an issue fiction that you wouldn't want to read on the beach. It's just, it's set up like a beach read, but it is enjoyable enough.
But compare it to, just a couple weeks ago, we did the Sean David Hutchinson memoir, which was impossibly hard to read, but I felt so connected on every page of that book. That book, while reading it, was just, like, made you want to cry because of what he went through, but you were hooked. Yeah. You couldn't stop. This book didn't do that.
That's correct. That's accurate. Okay, we're just going to rate it. So our rating scale goes from 5 unicorns down to 2 unicorns. If we didn't like it, it doesn't get a horn and is therefore a horse. Where are you?
I think I'm at a 2. I came into the room at a 3.
Talk to yourself down.
I talked to myself, because like I said, I keep thinking, the only reason I gave it a 3 on Goodreads is because it's Alex Flinn, and it's a 2.
I'm at a 3 because, like I said, I think there are kind of really good seeds throughout the book, and I just think it was forced to be teen, and it's not teen. Like, I think had you gone full force, made them adults, reframed the story, it could have done really well.
But
it's all.
That is not the book we got.
Okay, fine, but I'm still giving it a 3. You can't make me change my mind.
Okay,
so we'll see you.
See you around. Bye.
Bye.